We're not supposed to be divided by race into little groups. Our mission is to end identity politics in America forever. And thereby creating a colorblind society. No, we're not supposed to be different little groups of people. Because if you guys need to understand this, there's two ways to bring about socialism in the United States of America. Two ways that they're trying to do it. The first way is through class envy. And we heard it on the campaign trail. I mean, he came right out of his mouth. Obama says to Joe the plumber, we need to spread the wealth. I mean, hey, listen, every single one of us here, you heard that, and you said to yourself, we just won the election. He just said spread the wealth because this is the United States of America and there's no way that he can get elected. These are powerful people, guys. These are powerful people. And that's why this November 2nd, we need to get everybody out there to show not only the United States of America, but to show the world that individual freedom will prevail. You see, capitalism, though, this thing about spreading the wealth, it's difficult, though. And that's why we have this groundswell of people like us taking our country back. Because today, you can be dirt poor. Really, dirt poor. Tomorrow, something pops into your head, it's a great idea, and the next day, you're off to making millions. And that's the beauty of the United States of America, is that you're afforded that opportunity. It doesn't work anywhere else in the world, but here in the United States. It's not like people are flocking in droves to the United States of America and saying, hey, we're going to go to the United States because we want to live under socialism. Oh, no. They're coming here because of our system, the system of prosperity. The second way they try to do it, is through racial divide. They try to separate us into different groups of races and ethnicities. And then this is what they do. They agitate those groups. Individually, they agitate those groups. That's what's going on down in Arizona, agitating those groups. That's what the NAACP is doing with the black community, agitating those groups. And then once they agitate them enough, they say, you know, you need to find a redress for your problems. And the redress comes from the government in the form of entitlements. And as they agitate those groups and build those groups and make them bigger and bigger, the entitlements grow and grow and grow, and guess what happens to our government? It collapses. And that's the point. Do you guys know what's going to happen? And listen, this is something that's done on the left by the progressives. Got to understand this. This fight, this vote that we're going to have on November 2nd is the first salvo in this battle. That's all it is. It's the first salvo in this battle, which we have to win, because we got to win this one to win the next one. It's the first salvo in this battle. If they continue, listen, this thing about race is not a, I'm going to shock you guys here in a second. This thing about race is not a black and white issue. It's not black or white. It is right versus wrong. It is good versus evil. And when you begin to understand it is good versus evil, then you understand why we have to vote these guys out on November 2nd. Remember this, by 2050, there will be more quote-unquote minorities in America than white Caucasians. To me, that means nothing. I don't care. Doesn't make a difference to me who's who. But to them, it means power. To them, as they continue to divide us into groups, it means more power. So remember, after November 2nd, it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. The NAACP passed a resolution and said, all you guys are racist. They did. Just a stroke of the pen. By the way, I don't know of any member of the NAACP that has ever come to a Tea Party event, yet they've deemed you guys all racist, without ever knowing any of you guys. Or, more importantly, without ever talking to me. Nobody asks me what goes on at these tea parties, and for some reason, we're all supposed to be racist. You know, there's a woman out in California, I believe her name is Diane Watson. She said that us tea partiers, the only thing that we're trying to do is to bring down the first president that looks like me. And she was a person of color. That's the purpose of this, is to bring down the first president of color. This is what I have to say to her. Number one, I'm a God-fearing man. Number 2, I'm a family man. And number 3, I'm an American man. And the color of his skin and the color of her skin has nothing to do with what we're doing here.